global warming at Stafford Speedway, that when you have 22 of the best drivers in the Northeast ready for 40 laps of fireworks.
Remember, big dogs like Ted Christopher, Pit Cash, and Rowan Pennick, they've got a long way to go from the back to the front, but they've done it so many times in 2014.
They have good cars. You will see them pass cars in a hurry, so they will not be arrested for loitering tonight. The pace car has left the premises, and now the arena belongs to our competitors.
Off turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, SK Modifieds going green. Flat out racing down to turn 1. They rumble. It looks like Jervis, but not for long. Here comes Bowles. Here comes the Bulldog, Eric Burns.
The outside groove looks pretty substantial as Burt moves into third. Jarvis is able to hold on ball, and Kurt Brainerd is making a move down low against the 66 of Eric Burt.
Todd Owen pulls behind Brainerd as he tucks his way to the inside of the front row. Burt moves into the third spot. Outside lane and looking racy. Chase Dowling up to 4. Here comes Ryan Priest, car number 2, now into the top 5.
So it didn't take Priest long to infiltrate the top 5. Right behind him is Keith Rocco. Also, Brainerd is up. Ted Christopher is 16th.
Christopher is 16th. 17th is Woody Pitcat. 18th is Rowan Pennick. Back up front. Priest inside up to 4th. Meanwhile, the Bulldog Burt pulls back in. He's in 3rd. Priest is nipping at his heels.
And Priest looking for room on the bottom, and Burt is not giving him any.
Trouble.
Starter step.
Rocco.
Keith Rocco goes backwards, and he bogs down Brainerd behind him, and the car winds up on the grass.
It is Rowan Pennick. Gathers it back. And will he be able to continue or not? As Rowan Pennick stops on the inside of the racetrack. This could be costly for Pennick. Back up front. Caution is out.
Now, Rowan Pennick is 10th in the point standings, and he is already out of the running for the championship. And you would say, one of the best go-kart drivers in the entire Northeast. They had quite a battle on Sunday in the final senior champ race of the year in the Wild Thing karts. And it was Brian, Timmy Sullivan, Glenn Meisenhelder, and Mike Perry all battling for the lead. But the final win was gained by Mike Dinsmore, but Brian Sullivan was right there. He is an outstanding competitor.
Let's see what's going to happen. The green flag is back out, and the Bulldog, Eric Burt, a little to the advantage. Look at Priest. He is applying the Burt, but Jervis is still leading. Side by side, Eric Burt will take over the lead, but not for long. Here comes Jervis back again.
Jervis very stubborn, and Jarvis is back in front. Ryan Priest goes inside, looking to have the 2 slip up the racetrack. It's not happening. Jervis is pulling away from Burt, and Priest has moved into 2nd.
Priest is a man on a mission tonight. He has moved into the runner-up spot. 2nd is car number 2. Look a little further back, side-by-side racing. 2 red cars. That is Todd Owen on the outside of Tommy Bowles. That's the battle for the 5th spot. Christopher is coming to the front. Woody Pitcat is them, and so isn't Frank Rocco.
Christopher currently in 14th place, trying to get by Woody Pitcat. Here comes Priest. Bold move for the lead. Yellow comes out before he could get there because David Webb is on the grass on the backstretch.
Car number 9 will bring out the 2nd caution of the event. Car number 22. Still the leader, Ryan on pit road.
Well, Ronnie Williams in the 59 is in. They're making adjustments to the front and the back of the car, taking a rubber out, a couple of turns on the suspension, and they checked the air pressure because he was really, really disappointed with the way his car was handling. Hopefully, those adjustments will allow him to get back and run for the lead.
Well,
pretty good crew chief, Stash Mikova.
Very good crew
works
chief.
on that along with a very dedicated crew. And Stash was pretty busy tonight as he had a hands in 3 cars, including a guy who finished 3rd in the SK Lights tonight, as Kyle Jetty is another driver who takes advice from Stosh.
Let's see what's going to happen. About ready to get him fired back up. Off turn number 4, Jervis and Priest. Picture perfect start. Bottom of turn 1. Jervis is still there, but watch Priest down the back straightaway, Matt. That's where he seems to be the strongest going into turn 3.
And he is strong whether he is on the inside groove or the outside groove. So he hangs it out there against Jarvis. but Jarvis continues to grind it out in front. Priest is on the verge of making a move. Almost got sideways in the turn.
He almost was sideways, but gathered it back. And look at Chase Dowling. He just gave a shot to the back. He's upsetting Priest for a moment. Here comes Burt, and there's Todd Owen.
Avery refusing to die as he is making a move on the outside, trying to charge his way around Eric Burt. Chase Dowling hanging with the two of Ryan Priest. They are dead even heading into the third turn.
Side by side, 5 cars, 6 cars, make it 8 cars contending for second. Off the turn, Priest still in second, but not for long as Dowling comes up on the outside again, and they are side by side for second, stacked 10 deep.
Don't forget Eric Byrd. He almost made it 3 wide in car number 66. Dan Avery is right there. Joey Cipriano is there. Todd Owen is there. They fly off the corner, and it is Dowling in sole control of second place.
Sole control, but for how long? All of a sudden, Priest, Cipriano comes off the turn, goes up the hill, and scuffs the wall. Back to the front of the field. 4th, 5th, and 6th, and we've got a caution.
Clobbered that wall right underneath the Napa Auto Care Center sign as he really...
They're going to bring Ryan Priest down as he overshoots his pits. They're going to have to back him up. So Ryan Priest in a bit of a rush here. They're going to change. It looks like the right front tire, so possibly a right front tire that was going down on Ryan Priest's car. As they got the old tire off, they're trying to get the air pressure right in the new tire as they bring it on. As it looks like the right front is up on the car, at least on the old tire. So now getting the lug nuts back on, and they'll be able to send Ryan Priest back out on the track, but this is going to be devastating in the points for Ryan Priest.
And that's because Ted Christopher is now in the top 10.
He certainly is, and he's there with some pretty stout company. 9th in front of him is Woody Pitkat. So Pitkat is also coming to the front of this field. And remember last week, Pitkat said in victory lane, finishing on the podium, that Jim Page gave him a different motor to run, and it made all the difference. Let's go quickly to Tony Sutton.
Well, that right front tire was going flat, and Ryan knew it. He was hanging on for dear life. It's down about 8 downstairs.
Thank you, Tony, for that information. That's key. Let's see what's going to happen as we go off turn number 4. Green flag is back out, and Jervis is still in command. Michael Jervis, the leader of the pack. Look at that battle for second. Avery, he wasn't even there a couple laps ago, and neither was Todd Owen. Now Burt pulls back into line. Owen runs the bottom on rails, Matt.
And Owen trying to get under Keith Rocco. So Rocco has come back to life after a little bit of a hiccup a few laps ago. Dan Avery is wearing out Chase Dowling. He has maneuvered into second. Then it is Burt, followed by Kid Rock. Owen getting the best of Woody Pitkat. Strong move by Todd Owen.
And then all of a sudden, Woody Pitkat and Ted Christopher, they have arrived. They've been knocking on the door. They are not done yet. 13. We're not even at the halfway point. Jervis still the leader. Avery still in second. 3rd is still Dowling. 4th is Burt. And 5th is Keith Rocco. Then they're side by side, Todd Owen and Woody Pitkat.
And we'll be keeping an eye on Ryan Priest, who tries to get back into contention. He is currently in 18th place, so he has a long way to go.
Sure does, but Christopher is following Woody Pitkat to the front of the class in this one. Ryan Priest still got a ways to go, but plenty of time to get the job done. Do or die time in his quest to get a victory here in 2014. Comes off the turn. Avery now going to the outside of Jarvis for the number 1 spot.
I think Jarvis might have been surprised by that outside move by Avery. Going inside is Chase Dowling, and here is Avery giving it everything he has in an attempt to take over the lead.
Dan Avery on the high side. They used to say it was the toughest way around Stafford, but they didn't know what was going to happen in 2014. Dan Avery almost into the lead. Jervis wheel to wheel and side by side. It's Avery at the line.
And now Jarvis has to worry about the presence of Chase Dowling. Jarvis trying to get back, and he does.
Meanwhile, look out, here comes Keith Rocco. A week ago, that car visited victory lane. Todd Owen, he's not going to be left out of this one. Avery and Jervis are wheel-to-wheel off 4.
Rocco a factor in 4th as he wanders to the outside. Burt on the outside. Underneath him is Todd Owen. And the man here trying to chase Dan Avery, trying to do it again on the outside. Another go for broke move by Avery, and Jarvis is able to hold him off.
Jarvis just doesn't give up. They are almost 3 wide when they come to the stripe. Jarvis back into the lead. Avery still hanging it on the outside lane. Trouble now off turn number 4. Tommy Bowles goes around with car number 76. Caution is out. Wow. Tom Bowles spins off turn number 4. 19 laps in, 1 shy of the halfway marker. And let's look what we've got here. We've got Woody Pitcat already back to the 7th spot. Rowan Pennick, remember him? He was stranded on an island on the backstretch. He's back up to the 8th spot, and that is just in front of Ted Christopher. So you talk about the cream rising to the top. Well, it is doing that and bubbling to get there.
And Ryan Preece in 14th. So he has made his way back, picking up about 7 positions since he went in for a tire change.
Here they come. Off the 4th turn. Green is out. Jervis with enough giddy up to hold on. Avery. What a run for Dan Avery. Veteran driver from Somers, Connecticut, Dan Avery. And look at Todd Owen again. He's down underneath Keith Rocco.
He exploded underneath the 88 car, trying to gain the spot, and he is on the process of doing that. Behind him is Woody Pitcat in car number 50. Remember, he is very much alive for the championship, but alive for the lead is Jarvis, and he is being challenged right now by Chase Dowling.
Chase Dowling was so quick, the car on the racetrack. He sees the inside lane open up. Dowling is up to 2nd. 2nd for Dowling, but Avery still doesn't give up on the outside lane. Owen into the 4th spot. Rocco tries to take it back.
And now trying to make a statement on the outside of Woody Pitcat. That is Eric Burt. So he is hanging tough. Christopher behind him. And then a side-by-side battle between Frank Rocco and Rowan Pennick.
Here comes Dowling again, down under Avery. Todd Owen up to the 4th spot. Here comes Woody Pitcat, moved by Keith Rocco like he was stopped on the racetrack. Woody Pitcat is positioned. He'll now move into the top 5.
So Pitcat trying to get into the podium for the 2nd straight week, but they're all going after Jarvis on the inside, maybe with some room as Dowling almost got to shove that time from Owen. They swing off the corner. Michael Jarvis doing a masterful job of protecting his lead. Now Avery is challenging him on the outside.
Todd Owen doesn't know whether he should go high or low because both lanes are blocked in front of him. Then it's side-by-side racing with Pitcat behind them, now with Rocco on the top side. Jervis still the leader of the pack. Here comes Dowling again, bid for it down low.
And he has some elbow room down low, but is not fast enough to catch Michael Jarvis. Ted Christopher in, Ryan Preece in 12th.
Down the back straightaway, Jervis still the leader, still side-by-side racing. You got to give Dan Avery credit. He has been stuck on the outside, and he has performed to perfection lap after lap. But now all of a sudden, Owen is the silent factor in the top 4. And look at Dowling. He's making a bid for it again, Max.
Once again, he has some bounce on the inside. Jarvis trying to hang on by his toenails. Here comes Chase Dowling on lap number 27. Dowling is in front.
And look at Todd Owen. Like days of old, Todd Owen has muscled his way underneath Jarvis. Todd Owen is up to 2nd. He is moving forward as well.
Avery hanging in 4th, followed by Pitcat. Trouble for Burt. Burt goes around and he gets clobbered in the turn.
By Ryan Preece, car number 2. Makes contact. Preece will pull away. Burt is sideways on the racetrack. 28 laps of 40, and wow.
And Ryan Preece was on his way to his 2nd Stafford championship. Was betrayed by a blown motor last week. A flat tire this week that forced him to go from 2nd place to the paddock. He had to go to the rear of the pack. We said so many times, against this tough caliber of competition, it is very tough to make your way from the back to the front midway through a race.
13 laps are into the record books in this one. Chase Dowling and Todd Owen. This could be a Cinderella story for any of these two, but they're going to have to work and earn it. Off turn number 4, Owen and Dowling side by side down into turn 1. Chase Dowling is the leader. Now look at Jervis. He's come back to life. Look at Owen. He's going forward on the outside lane.
A resurrection for Michael Jarvis, trying to get the lead away from Chase Dowling. Owen hanging. Woody Pitcat dive bombs his way underneath Avery, who hits the wall.
They scrape the wall. Teddy Christopher sliding down through the center of the infield. Christopher got bounced around. Avery's car is smoking from the back end of the machine. Off the 4th turn, the 36 car that's stranded as the caution flag comes out.
And when Christopher comes out, he is not going to be too far behind him.
Looks
so
like
that is going to be a very
back.
interesting war within this race. Woody Pitcat, he has been quiet in the beginning, has made some noise at the end. Remember, it was in September last year where he won his 2 races and win the championship. Now, he started the night only 40 points behind Christopher, 30 points behind Priest. He is not out of this.
So we're about ready to go back to green flag racing. 8 of 40 are into the record books. Let's see what's going to happen as they're about ready to get them fired back up. Lights are off on the safety vehicle. Car number 57, Chase Dowling, alongside Michael Jervis. Turning some heads here tonight. Row number 2, Todd Owen and Woody Pitcat. Get ready, Matt. The green is back out and we're racing.
And it is an even restart between Dowling and Jervis. Dowling with a bit of an advantage. Here comes Jervis making a statement to the outside. It's a statement that says, I am taking over the lead.
Woody Pitcat says if he can do it, why can't I? For the first time, Woody Pitcat goes to the outside. Woody Pitcat side by side with Chase Dowling in a bid for seconds.
Woody Pitcat was inside the entire race. Now he is flexing his muscles on the outside, trying to take over second from Chase Dowling.
10 circuits to go when they come back to the line. 10 laps remaining. Side-by-side racing. Trouble now. Eric Burt goes around and spins. Bottom of the racetrack.
As it was Priest who was able to laser beam underneath him. We'll see if Burt is going to continue, so we will stay under green.
Meanwhile, Rowan Pennick is back among the top 5. Second, Woody Pitcat. The bottom worked better for him, and Woody Pitcat is into the catbird seat, runner-up. But there's still 8 circuits to go.
And it's Priest in 11th, Ted Christopher in 13th. Only 2 spots separate them. Here comes Woody Pitcat. He lets it fly as he moves back into second place.
Woody Pitcat drifts up the racetrack just a bit. Todd Owen tries to follow Pitcat through in a battle for the 3rd spot. Dowling still on the outside. Here comes Pennick. Along with him is Ronnie Williams as they continue. Took over for the battle for 3rd.
Pennick looking good on the outside, tucking it in behind Chase Dowling. Ronnie Williams has moved up into 6th. He had a couple of pit stops tonight, and he is in the top 6.
Look at Rowan Pennick to the outside of Todd Owen. Pennick now moves into the 4th spot. Owen gets pinched off. Here they come, back to the stripe again. This time, out of line, we've got another car spinning. It is Bowles between turns 3 and 4.
He tries to get it off the banking. Dan Avery is on pit road. We are staying under green. We'll have 5 laps to go. And Michael Jarvis is 5 laps away from his first win in more than 2 years.
Rowan Pennick has moved on to the post. Rowan Pennick has moved into the 3rd spot, forcing Chase Dowling up the hill. Rowan Pennick is not done yet. Woody Pitcat in the 2nd spot. 35 and counting. Here comes Todd Owen. He's now working over Chase Dowling again. That's the battle for the 4th spot.
Pitcat and Pennick started last and next to the last. Now they're running 2nd and 3rd with 4 laps to go as they try to catch Jarvis. Dowling doing a great job in 4th. Owen in 5th. But the man everybody has to derail, Michael Jarvis, 3 laps away from victory.
They come off the turn. All of a sudden, Pennick pulls it back into line. Here comes Ronnie Williams down underneath Todd Owen. Side-by-side battle for the 5th spot. 3 circuits and counting. Leader is still Jervis. This time when he comes off turn number 4, 2 laps to go. The story is Michael Jervis in command.
And does Pitcat have anything left to try to run down our pace setter? They go into turn number 2. It is still Jarvis in command. Trouble in the turn. Swinging around is Owen. And it looked like Williams was right there with him as the two got together. And a pretty violent maneuver by Todd Owen as that car, they made contact. And look where
here at Stafford this season. But that is how Woody Pitcat won titles here at Stafford. Last year it was a title in the SKs by being consistent.
And Adam Scavera, the man who asked Woody Pitcat if he wanted to drive his number 50 car, he has learned a lot since the beginning of the season. And not only has Woody been good as a driver, but the team has gotten a lot better, a lot more knowledgeable, and they are still in a position to win the big one with 42 laps left in the season. And we almost forgot, on a night that has been filled with excitement, we are ready. The 3 most exciting words in motorsports: green, white, checker, to determine the winner of what has been an amazing race tonight. Some guys have struggled tonight. Brian Sullivan's been in the pits a lot. Todd Patnode has been near the rear of the field. Of course, Dan Avery had the lead in this race. He is now at the rear of the field. Joey Cipriano involved in a serious accident when he was in the top 5. There have been a lot of twists and turns in this one, and Michael Jarvis has been impervious to that. You got to give him a lot of credit because they have come after him and made it difficult for him for the race, and he has not won in a couple of years. His dad, a big part of his racing career, and his partner, Steve Kopchik, has won tonight.
Yep.
Would it be Nate? Michael Jarvis can do the same thing. Michael Jarvis was the first one to congratulate Steve when he won tonight. I bet Steve will be doing the same thing, but now the restart changes everything.
It sure does. We'll set the field. Row number 1, Michael Jervis, Woody Pitcat. Row 2, Rowan Pennick. Chase Dowling was scheduled to be there. And then row number 3, Keith Rocco, and we haven't even talked about Frank Rocco. He's up in the top 6. Ryan Preece in the 7th spot. Galco up to the 8th spot. 9th, Christopher, get ready. It's showtime.
And one of the most critical restarts of the season for Michael Jarvis is about to happen. To his outside, Woody Pitcat, the reigning champion, as they come up to speed.
Off the turn, Jervis and Pitcat are side by side. On the outside, Woody Pitcat off the turn. Woody Pitcat by inches taking over the number 1 spot. Jervis fights back.
Fighting hard, regains the lead. Pennick and Dowling battling for 3rd. Then we have Rocco, but at the front of the field, here is Michael Jarvis trying to hold off Woody Pitcat one final time.
Down the back straightaway, Jervis is still in command. Dowling moves to the inside. Pitcat, it's do or die time. Off turn number 4, Jervis goes up the hill. Michael Jervis has done it. He'll take down the victory. And unofficially in 2nd, Woody Pitcat with Chase Dowling to round out the top 3.